if everyone would like to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, I'm up next. Denise, Kenny Garrett cannot be with us tonight. He's our town council president, so Denise Buxton would normally run the meeting as vice president, but because of time constraints, she is stepping down as vice president, and I nominate Debbie Croker.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And Debbie has to vote, so there's quorum. And do you want them to talk about the committee now? The cable?
Yes, let's just go ahead and get that out of the way
Yes.
too. Treva did talk to Denise about, she's on the cable advisory board with me, and she wishes to step down from that too. So I'm gonna need somebody to step up and.
And I nominate Kathy.
Do you agree to be on it? All right, I will.
Debbie will second it, and we all said aye.
All those in favor say aye.
Was that a railroad or what?
Kathy's going, which one is Sean?
Cable advisory
Cable
board, and
advisory
she's
board.
also in the animal
Cable
shelter.
All right, we have review of the minutes, April the 5th, 2022. Did anyone get a chance, everybody get a chance to look at those?
Yes, I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of April 5th, 2022.
Any more discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Is there anybody for audience call? Ron, are you just here to watch or?
Yes, here to watch,
Okay.
right behind you.
Okay, appreciate that. Department heads, Shane, you got anything for us?
No, we've been busy. Everything's going good. We got EVOP training today. It went great. Tried to get Keith to go, but he's scared.
That's what he said.
So other than that, everything's going good.
He was scared
I think it'd be bad for the clerk treasurer to
to
go
learn
through
to
the
shoot
course.
again.
No, it
Oh.
wasn't that, it was racing through a course. I didn't want to show my skills. They pulled me over enough the way it is for rolling stop
He
signs.
was told he didn't have a cell phone in his hand.
Oh,
If I could have had a cell phone, I would have went in, but they wouldn't let me do it. Required me to wear a seatbelt with no cell phone. I said,
Oh.
are the vehicles all up and running?
They are.
Everything good?
Finally got them back. Wasn't too bad of a hit. So.
Transmission got fixed.
Yeah, it was actually ended up being a sensor.
Oh, good.
That wasn't covered, so,
Mhm.
but it was like $400 to fix the drain.
Mhm.
go ahead and mention the grant while we're here.
Max-
They're asking. So.
Max had reached out to, or had somebody reached out to him, and they was talking, whatever, there's a,
You have to ask.
the grant somewhere that they, for vehicles, they pay 55% of the vehicle.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So we got all that information, Keith has that, he's looking into that to see if that's something we want
Mhm.
to try to do, to get a couple new vehicles that,
Sure.
Just keep the fleet newer
Right, right.
when the opportunities are there and you can do it. Rather than wait until we have to have something and it wasn't budgeted for to think about.
What years are all the vehicles?
Got a 17.
18, and a 20. So 17 is completely out of warranty now, so
How many miles is on that one, do you know?
76.
Yeah. We were looking at it.
Kyle's right behind it with, he gets 60-some thousand
About $14,000 maybe is all it would cost,
per vehicle.
you know, roughly based on
Sure.
right now.
And that's what we were paying for used ones, so.
And if we get rid of one of them,
Mhm.
it's probably got close to that in value, so it might not even technically cost us
Sure.
money.
Sure.
So,
Okay.
Or we could get rid of our used cars, put a Durango in the fleet, keep everything Durango, so we don't
And that was our
buy as
last
much
conversation.
parts.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
all
That
the
makes
tires,
sense.
all the tires match, all the
right.
oils and filters and fluids.
Okay.
Just a thought, we're looking at it, we're not, gotta find out some more information.
Right.
All right, sounds good.
So, yeah.
Thanks.
Yep.
Scott, give me the updates, Williams.
Not a whole lot, he was off today, helping with some other items today in town, so.
Okay.
Working today, so, but everything's going well. It's, the hardest thing right now going for them is catching up with the mowing between the rain, sleet, and everything else, so. Let it make up its
Rain,
mind.
sleet, snow.
Yeah, so,
What's it called, grapple? I've never heard of
a
that.
gravel bucket,
Yeah,
yeah.
I never heard like gravel.
Gravel?
Gravel's like a sleet that comes down that's not sleet and not snow. I learned that on the Weather Channel.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
I never heard of it.
Bob, check into that, see. if
Yeah,
you can.
Bob, you investigate.
All right, Keith, do you have anything for us?
Not up here a whole lot. So with the bills, you know, obviously we made a mistake with the bills. It's not been as bad as we thought it would be, but the water bills, getting them out to everybody. I did have Kay Stokes call me earlier today from the college. You remember when they did they paid for our insert for the survey that they
Yes,
did a while
yes.
back? They're talking about, I believe in July, the possibility of doing a campus yard sale. Trina might be more, both of you might be pretty familiar with it, like the students leave refrigerators or clothes
Right,
or
yeah,
different things
right.
behind items. And they're thinking about doing some things. This year they thought about trying to open it up to the community and make it advertise a little bit more. So they talked about the possibility, maybe in the May bill, to see if you guys would permit them to put a little flyer in there for the college, for our community.
Sure.
Obviously at their expense, they'll pay for
Yeah,
all the
that'd be
printing and
nice. Yeah,
putting it in our bill, but that's something they were looking to do.
okay, good. All right, nothing else, we'll go into old business, Go Green Committee.
We're still a work in progress. I'm gonna reach out to someone tomorrow if they're at the meeting.
Okay.
Candace is interested, so we're.
Candace, you're interested, right?
Correct. Right,
Okay.
we've kind of talked about days that she's available, and if anybody's interested at all, they're more than welcome to contact me, because we need to really
Well,
get that going.
the way Debbie and I did with our meeting, we started out with just a few, and then they knew people and invited them.
Right.
So,
So Candace, if you know anybody that
Yeah, I
in your
know.
neighborhood or
Okay.
that lives in town that would be interested, that would be awesome.
so I'd go ahead and call the meeting with just a
Maybe
few.
it's-
That's what we did. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And then Keith will take you off the agenda. That's the important part.
Right, right, exactly.
Won't you, Keith?
Please.
Just slip me a 20, I'll get you.
Treat her with a kiss, too.
Yeah.
The website, I know that's still going well.
I didn't know if you had an update on
Yeah,
that.
Tammy's staying on top of that, and
It looks really good.
it does look really good. It's gonna be a really nice website. So we'll just keep working on that. We need to get together with an ARP, another meeting. Treva's gonna be setting that up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we wanna try to do that in the next couple of weeks.
Great.
Just remember, next week is gonna be bad for me with, early even Saturday for Florida, won't be back till Wednesday,
Yeah.
winter's last golf tournament.
I'll always check with you first. so.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And then you'll probably have stuff to get ready for us. So.
Yep, yep.
All right, we have
Will do.
resolution 2022-1 establishing the Senior Citizens Advisory Council. I think they're still looking at that, right?
Yes.
However, I think they'll be at the next meeting.
Okay,
So our plan really was to actually, didn't want to take it off of this because it's
Sure.
old business, but you can table it for now, and I'll make sure between now and the next meeting that we have, when Sharon's back, to be sure and be ready to.
Yeah, I think she said give her a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
do you have a copy of the second reading for the ordinance 2022-4?
If we remember right, we don't actually have to read the whole
Right,
thing. You can
right.
just read what you're reading, pretty much.
So it's a no parking ordinance where we've added like
Yep.
Sycamore, North Sycamore, South Sycamore, Maple, and
Bolts.
Volts Drive.
Yeah.
Shane, was there another one?
November and October maybe.
November and October, yes. So those have been added to the no parking ordinance. So I'm going to need the second reading for ordinance 20, or I need a motion to approve the second reading for ordinance 2022-4.
I'll make a motion to approve the second reading for ordinance 2022-4, the no parking ordinance.
I'll second.
Any more discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Now, can we go ahead and do your usual thing and approve it? Don't you do a thing?
I think we have to do the 3 readings because of the
I didn't know
reapplying
there
to
were
it.
3. Okay.
Yeah, there is 3.
Yeah, it's 3 readings.
Okay.
So I think
So
we have
next
to do that
meeting.
because of the fine, yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
We'll be able to approve it.
and the same with the next one, I see.
Well, there's not a fine with that one.
No.
So that one we can do. So, what did Jim tell us, Lori, about the,
I haven't read the changes that the city of Madison suggested.
well,
I know-
we had their last reading. We read it at the last meeting. So did his say that there was more changes, or because weren't they gonna pass it?
Oh, I will just look that up here. No, I can't because I didn't bring my phone. It's on the charger at my.
He sent us something that he wanted to make sure that we were all looking, but I think we should go on ahead with our second reading for the ordinance, and then if there's any changes, we can do it on the third reading.
Okay.
So I'll need a
Well,
motion.
this one, we wouldn't have 3.
Want to table it?
I'll just table it.
Yeah, because I don't know what this said.
Yeah.
Any other old business? New business?
That's me.
That's you.
Yeah, I'll give you an update. As you guys all know, we've been working, I've been working, when I say we, I've been working along with the community garden members, the folks that are trying to establish the footprint at the corner of Madison Avenue and File Street. The progress is moving along quickly.
So the trailer got taken down
There's a
today.
trailer that's gone today.
Yes.
I guess the important thing, the reason for this on new business is to reiterate, there's some folks in the community, just to make sure people know that there's a separation. It's not the college's project, it's not the town of Hanover's project, it's a not-for-profit organization that we're just trying to help get up and running. So they're very energetic, they're very excited, but equipment, manpower, and resources is not something they have a lot of. They have had a donor that's kind of helped fund the project to this point, and until they get their account established, what we've been able to do for them is we've been able to put a deposit in through the town into our blight fund. So we've been able to help pay any expense that's been incurred through there,
Through
through
this
that
donor.
fund. It's just a donation.
Yeah,
So
to the donor.
no cost at all to
But it's
anyone.
being run through the town.
Yes, but there's no money from the town being put into the program
Right.
whatsoever. So
Right.
they should be fully ready to go within the next week or two, I
And
would
I think
suspect.
Madison does that too, because I know they're running our board through the clerk treasurer and stuff there, the cable advisory board. You know, all the financing and everything, and I think we've even had to use their charge card, and
Yeah.
So-
One thing that we're trying to help with is, it was important to this group that the residents were not made homeless. You know, we're not just pushed out on the street. It was supposed to be a win-win for our community. So I've tried to help orchestrate that situation to help get these people in the right spot so that they don't have that happen to them, you know.
Good.
So we've got 2 different families that were impacted by it, and no one in our community wanted to create that or have that situation on their back. So that's what we've been working to do. And then the other important piece of the puzzle is, you know, this has been an eyesore, as everyone knows, for however many years. I can't even tell you how many years that this has been there, but I guess from my perspective as the clerk, town administrator, and as a resident of the community, we, as the town, especially in this situation where the money's not directly coming from the community, I think we as a town should try to help as many people as we can when we can eliminate blight within our community. It takes a group effort sometimes. In some situations, people just don't have the opportunity to do it for whatever reason. So I appreciate today, if anybody's seen this and wonder about being a town, Scott Williams and I are both been volunteering. We had a fire alarm.
Yeah, I know. Sound like it.
Scott Williams and I both volunteered our times today, so Scott took a day off of work today to be able to help me to load up 2 dumpsters. So we had equipment donated by CDAMs. They brought an excavator over with a thumb, which is almost necessary to be able to use that kind of equipment to be able to load our dumpsters up and clean the mess up. 1 dumpster short will be there in the morning, and then that trailer will be completely cleaned up. So if people see us and you wonder, is it town or is it them? They've been there too. I mean, the group of gardeners were at the property today, helping pick up some different things and getting some different information pulled together. So it is a group effort, but right now it's really been my effort because I'm trying to stay through to get the trailers out of there. I got the ability and knowledge to do it, so I'm trying to help make it happen, so.
Well, and one of the things, you know, when I got back on the council 2.5 years ago, we had people here that was complaining about those trailers and what are you gonna do about it and stuff. And that was the one thing we looked at the attorney and said, let's do something. And we got the one closest to the road, you know, so I mean, it's gradually been happening. So, you know, kudos to this group that got together and.
But it's not just trailers.
Pardon me?
There's other places in Hanover.
Yes.
Absolutely. No, and that's what I said.
That's been pointed
Yes.
out to me,
Yes.
you know, don't just focus on this.
No,
Yeah.
and that's, we haven't,
Right.
the home across from the post office,
Right,
you know, when we helped the
You
Moores,
helped them, yes.
they were in a tough spot.
Yes.
And I just found actually, I don't know if the council knew this, I didn't, but I didn't realize that Mr. Moore passed away
oh,
just as he moved. So he did at least get to know that his wife was
In a good place.
in a good place. That was a worry of his. I mean, the conversations I had with Greg Sakula and the group as we were trying to help make that transition happen, one of his biggest worries was leaving the mess for his wife. So in the nick of time, he actually never really got to stay at his new house, but the house was closed on and purchased. He was able to get relocated. So, you know, she's doing well, but that's an example within our streets and our community. You know, we were able to help through the town to be able to help provide a dumpster. And Scott was there, I think, one day with equipment, helping them be able to load as a resident in our community. These are two seniors that have been in our community for 56 years, I think.
Yeah.
And so I agree 100%.
it's not the only place.
When we sold our 2 lots that the town took over, we intentionally put set money aside in that fund to assist and help. And so I guess the point that we have is to make sure that the people in our community know that, you know, we don't want everyone just calling us up saying, hey, I got some trash over here, y'all come pick it up.
Right.
But if it's a true need situation and we can help clean up a problem or an eyesore or some liability for our community, absolutely, bring it to us, and if we can bring it to the board and the council approves it, you know, we'll donate our time and help and do anything we can. But I think most of the community could support that. So, especially in this case, it's truly not costing us money.
Right.
So, you know, we were able to purchase some materials from Lowe's to help in this situation. We're able to get some dumpsters, all of these things to be paid for by this donor that set aside some money to cover the cost. So, it's no cost to any of the taxpayers. So,
That's good. Thank you for the update.
that's the update.
What's blight program mean?
Blight is just when you have rundown,
Rundown.
dilapidated properties,
Okay.
different things. So
Okay.
that's a short version of it. Probably a much more detailed definition, but that's my version.
Yes. April the 25th, we're going to have the groundbreaking for Panther Winery Distillery and out here in Hanover. Are you going to be able to come on? Good. At 4 o'clock, we'll have the groundbreaking, so we'd like as many people there as, you know, the council is all invited to come. I think the majority, Kathy, can you come?
If I can sneak out a little bit early, I'm sure.
I can probably make a call.
Okay,
Can you
give
me?
me,
Yeah,
take care of me.
I will.
Okay.
So we're excited about that, another business coming out here in Hanover, so that's great. Is there any other new business? Can you think of anything? Have we heard anything on the grant yet from the DNR?
But we do this is that hurry up and wait.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the beauty in it is, we've not heard anything, so that means we're in the right track.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's one of the things that,
And
no news is
And
actually
they're not
good news.
asking for more
Yeah,
information.
they're not asking for more information, like, hey, we need this before you go here.
Yeah.
It is April 19th, and I would say within the next 11 days, it will be announced. And I can only assume they're going to announce everybody's at the same time.
Right.
But, so I don't know the process. I mean, we could hear it tomorrow morning, could have an email later tonight, I don't know. But at this moment, no, we have not heard anything, other than we're chomping at the bit and ready to go. You know, Scott's, this park is just ready to absolutely it's unreal. I mean, he literally called me today asking for, our sign guy made us, you have to know our sign guy, Lori. Our sign guy made us field signs and, for fields 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
And so we've had to order 3 more field signs because we've made some temporary fields in order to allow some extra practice. So we'll now have 6 fields sorted out here, which has kind of been fun.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting when it was laughable when it was asked, but Rick Schneebel and Scott was able to go out and make 3 extra fields today.
But did we fencing up, or what did we do?
No, we're just bases. They've
Okay.
painted field, they've mowed the grass down
Yeah.
nice and
Okay.
And
painted
marked
the
them.
lines and
Yeah.
put bases out there that are kind of temporary in nature, but.
Do we know anywhere on the extra parking?
Oh yeah, we know a lot more. So in tonight's bills that you're approving, so we've had 23 trees taken down back there.
Okay.
We had, someone came today and ground the stumps.
Mhm.
And then I reached out to a couple different paving companies today regarding some millings. I reached out to Bobby Phillips with the county about some millings. And, we're trying to round up as many millings as we can so we can keep our costs to a minimum. So we're hoping to be able to put our
Do we
service
have
in.
any kind of agreement with him?
Yeah, so same thing we've always had. So it's not any additional property that they already didn't let us on. Does that make sense?
But we're putting money in this property.
Not a whole lot.
So we just spent money to take trees down.
We have $500 for some grinding and some stuff done. But yeah, we did the same thing when we put the walking trail in and the other stuff. So if you guys want something, Kenny and I
I
met
think
with.
we should,
Yep.
my
Here's-
opinion.
Here's my concern.
Okay.
Okay, so, we've got a neighbor that is willing to let some land be used for a parking lot, to extend our parking lot back there. If people park there and, let's say somebody, God forbid, falls and breaks a leg and wants to sue us, it's actually not our property, it's their property. So that's where we kind of get into,
I would think he would want
yeah,
something.
I just feel
that
like,
he's not responsible.
I feel like there needs to be something there.
I'm not familiar with it. A long time ago, you guys made an agreement on the trail that cuts through their property.
Well, that, I know,
So I don't know when that happened,
yeah,
but there's gotta be an agreement. We've already got through the park.
yeah.
We already have that trail that we're not going beyond that trail.
No, but I'm just saying, this is a piece of property that's gonna be used probably a lot more than that trail is.
Yeah, and so people used to park in this, it was just grass at the time.
So,
Now, it had been parked around the trees.
I think it's an attorney question.
Yeah,
I
no,
guess
I-
I would just like for.
I just don't know what the original agreement, we already might be protected, and I don't
I
know.
don't- I don't know
I don't
either.
know the answer to it.
Yeah,
So how about I'll pull that
Yeah.
agreement that you
Yes.
guys, someone, I
Yeah.
say you guys, I don't mean like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
specifically.
right.
If his place
Council's done
ever
that before.
sells, are they gonna jerk that away from
I don't
us?
even know that property can sell.
I don't know why it couldn't sell.
I just want everybody to be safe and covered.
I'll
is
check
what I
on it.
want.
Okay.
You know, I just don't want the handshake that, and then
But
something
it's
happens.
more, it's not a handshake, I will.
I know, I'm just saying, I just want.
There's nothing in writing.
Well, there's an agreement from years ago, and I just don't know what that covers.
So we just need to
That's
see
just that path. It's not a
Well, we
parking
are-
lot.
All the land up to that path,
Okay.
so it was
Okay.
all but donated to the park then.
I
It's my
don't
understanding.
remember.
Yeah,
And I just gotta find out more.
yeah, I just
So-
would like to see that. I mean, if I was on the council back then and it happened, I would then forgot it, so,
Me too.
yeah.
I don't remember.
All right.
So we're leaving it up to you.
I'll give you a report by next time we have a meeting.
All right.
Did we get the handicap swing?
I've looked into ordering them, but I haven't got, so the one that you got, I've got 2 other quotes coming in.
Okay,
The one that you'd sent me,
right.
I went back to the playground equipment that we just originally bought this equipment from.
And they have one?
They've got something similar, so I'm
Good.
gonna bring that. I should have had that prepared tonight, but it's been
How about if I email Greg and copy you and just turn it over so you two can correspond? Because all you have to do is send him the amount, he's gonna send you a check.
okay. Yeah, no problem.
Let's do that.
Let's do it.
I just don't like being the
Middle person.
middle person. I got you the money, Keith.
Is there anybody else you can get me to appoint to do it?
Oh. Scott Davidson.
Oh, he needs that on his plate.
Yeah. Well, how are we doing at Rainbow? Is it?
It's going great other
The
than,
stuff's in, isn't it?
it's, the ground's gotta dry. We can't do our
Just
trail.
dry one.
We
And
stripped it.
rain.
And we're gonna
Snow
try to
and
use,
sleet.
remember that night, we're gonna try to use college students.
Have you
for
come
the
up with a
trail.
plan for the college shoes?
We've talked about it a little bit, but Scott's been pretty overwhelmed, but we definitely wanna use the college students, and we've got ideas.
Because, I mean, they'll be coming back off of spring break this next week, so.
Yeah.
And they only have one class a week.
Yeah, so find them something
Or
to
they'll,
do
not this, after
This
this next
is-
week. They're on
they're-
spring break next week.
next week.
Next
This
week.
is
As I
fine,
said, they'll be
this is
coming back off
finals.
after spring break next week.
Yeah,
And then, yeah, so there's like 30 some of them, just from the one house, so.
and they could put that stuff together. She said they love to put stuff together. Like the
So maybe-
playground stuff.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That might be a great.
That's what she said they
Because our
love
guys
to do.
are- But I mean, you'll see, go ahead.
Okay. Accounts payable vouchers?
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the accounts payable vouchers in the amount of $158,191.31.
I'll second.
Any more discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Announcements, Hanover Park Board will meet Wednesday, May the 4th, 2022 at 5:30 PM before the Hanover Town Council meeting at 6 PM at the Hanover Community Center, 200 Spruce Lane, Hanover, Indiana. May water bills will be estimated.
Yeah, unfortunately. We just, with several things that's taken away, just the timing of it, the weather, and then just getting caught up with all the mowing and stuff that we're doing right now. There's just a lot
So
going on.
once we get these meters, then we won't have to estimate anymore, right?
We should never have to estimate when we get the meters.
Because
They
you'll
already have it.
automatically have it.
Okay.
You get
Special
that,
note,
Ron?
special note is the meeting next month is on Wednesday.
On Wednesday, May,
Yeah.
yeah,
Emphasizing that.
yes, because of the election. All right, anything else?
Now, tomorrow there will be voting here, I think 11 to 6,
Yes.
right?
Yes,
There will be.
early voting, 11 to
Oh.
6 tomorrow.
The
And
next
the-
3 Wednesdays.
And the car show, I mean, that's coming up, it'll be August 5th and 6th, it's gonna be a live place over here on Friday, August 5th, and Saturday, August 6th, all day long. Car show, music, all kinds of great stuff, so.
Terrific.
I can't wait.
Excited. All right, nothing else on your?
Okay.
For adjournment.
I make a motion to adjourn.
I'll move. Thanks, everybody.
Keith, I've got a question.
Yeah.